Hello, this is the Ego Tripping April monthly horoscopes. We're starting with Aries. We're going to do 2 scenarios. This is the first one. Say what you mean. Okay, so you're either hiding what you want to say, not admitting to how you feeling. Maybe you're afraid of hurting this person. Or you just feel like lying all the time. You just want to lie when the truth will do. Not necessarily how you should be though, but hey, when it's necessary, you got to do what you got to do. But either way, it's time for the truth to come out. Queen of Pentacles, that's the earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Maybe there's a female involved in the situation, earth sign. With the Page of Pentacles, maybe it's the mother and the child. Child and the mother. Or auntie, niece. Not necessarily female. A female, but feminine energy. And it's something. Okay, maybe there was an argument and this argument was unavoidable and it had to happen in order for to get everything in motion. Maybe definitely one isn't listening to the other one because y'all have your backs to each other. Maybe this child needs to move forward and you're not necessarily understanding. She's not ready to. You're ready to push her out the nest. I say her, but I mean person. I apologize for that. Move these cards over so you can see. Queen of Swords. You're also feeling as if you know what's best for the other person. Okay. All right. You had good intentions. Maybe. Okay. Maybe you had some information that you been sitting on for a while. And after a while, you just got agitated and you said, you know what, to hell with it. I'm just going to keep it. Or you've been sitting on it so long to where it is wearing you down. Whatever this secret is that you have. You want what's best for this other person. But you know they're not going to listen to you. So you just keeping it to yourself. But this information that you have to tell them will push them to the next place that they need to be and get them out of this confusion. And as long as they're in this confusion, they're not going to move forward in the way that they need to with this Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Pentacles, they move. They're about education, moving forward, not stumbling, and making sure they're doing what they need to do with their resources. So either whatever information you have, whatever are you so used to knowing was right and knowing what's best, but because maybe this person wants to step out into the cold and find out on their own. It's not in their best interest, but some people, they just hard-headed like that. I include myself in that example. I rather do life experiences. I listen to you for a minute, but then after a while, it's like, okay, let me test the waters to see if this is true. You know what I mean? So sometimes you just got to let people fall and get those bruises. But it's nothing wrong with saying something before they, when it gets bad. But you got to let them take that step out first. Okay? So So let's see how we can get into the light with this. Attraction. Okay. So you gotta work on attracting the energy that you, with this person that you want to happen. If you want to have a communication with this, or a relationship, platonic, romantic, otherwise, I want to say it's platonic, where you listen to one another. You have to give in order to receive. You can't be rah-rah all up in a person's face all the time and then expect them to listen to you, or expect them not to jump right back at you. You get what you give. So, and maybe this is not the only relationship where you act this way. Maybe you just have a habit of always being the person that knows what's right, or you gotta say what you mean all the time. You have this attitude where I just have to say how I feel. I gotta keep it real. Okay. All right. Okay, so in order for you to get back into you have to walk away. You don't have to tell this person, because it's all it's doing is driving you crazy. You want to help, and maybe it's just time for you to let go, because you're not going to find peace with yourself and attract the things that you want. You're not going to find that balance. You're going to have to make that hard decision to look away, even though you're getting worried and you're concerned for this person. But they'll be all right. They won't sink. Eventually they'll hop right and get back. And you just have to not necessarily close your heart completely, but you have to give love when it's necessary. Sometimes tough love is needed. And you can't really see, how are you able to see how much a person has grown if you don't step back? You already gave them the foundation to move forward on this journey. They're a good person. I'm sure they're mindful, especially if they're this Page of Pentacles. They're not gonna rush out. They think before they move. So give them a chance to take this leap. And then you could still be this Queen of Swords in this mother energy, but you're going to have to not get so involved, because you're going to have to take a break and probably do things for yourself right now. And once you give them that space to grow, then they'll recognize you. You won't be looking at each other like mother versus daughter, father versus son, child versus parent, mentor versus mentee. It won't be that clash anymore. At first, it'll come into a point to where it'll be human to human, and y'all could connect on that level. And maybe that's where you're coming from with the say what you mean. You're coming from, I've been there, I know what that's like, but you're coming with that approach of do what I say. And instead it's coming out as do what I say versus it's coming out as I'm concerned for you. I love you. I want you to be okay. All right. So we have to be mindful of our words. And the card of advice for this scenario is Guardian of Thought. You may be called upon to be a spokesperson for a cause close to your heart. Your angels will give you the perfect words, and you'll do brilliantly. You may be asked to be a mentor or find one yourself. This situation involves someone who's professional with a positive attitude and fresh ideas. This person, who could be you, may be emotionally unavailable. Okay, so again, how you put your words together will play in a lot in this matter. And it's going to call for you to be emotionally unavailable to an extent, to a point to where you just not jumping in head first trying to take everything over. You have to let people move accordingly. Sometimes if you get too involved, you may knock a person off their path. And we know that's not necessarily what anybody wants to do intentionally. So let them find out what is their path in life. And then you could just be the person who they come to when they want advice. And then you give it to them, but as a human to human, not as elder versus young person or any other clashing scenarios that you may have experienced, okay? Right, this is the first scenario, and I'll be back with the second. All right, let's get into the second scenario, shall we? Ooh, okay, since you want to hop out. Take off your mask. All right. You're definitely not being who you say you want to be. This kind of plays into the first scenario. Because you may not be saying what you mean, you have to put on this funk. And look how depressed she look in her eyes, like she'd rather be somewhere else. Putting on an image that doesn't really fit her. Just out of it. It's like, okay, whatever. Yeah, y'all want me to be here, but I'd rather be somewhere else. We look good together, but I'd rather be with that other person down the way on the other side of town. But we stuck together for right now, so I guess I just play this part. Excuse my neighbors, y'all. All right. We got the death card. A transformation needs to happen. Have to walk away from something or someone. All right. If you don't let this situation end, it's going to wear you down further than where you are right now. And that's what's stopping you from being the resourceful person that you are, the thoughtful person, quiet, always resourceful. You have the means to move. You just don't want to because of how you feel about this person or this situation. But if you don't, you won't really see how far you can go in life. You're dependent on this person for something. Maybe you think that you can't do it on your own, but you can. You can be independent. A Queen of Pentacles, they're good for, that energy is good, is from a person that can make something out of nothing. Make $1 out of 15 cents. So you have the power to do that. But you don't believe in yourself. You don't think that you have. You think you need more. You think that because you didn't finish school or because you went into a field, you're about to step into a field that's unknown, you think that you're going to be left out in the cold and money's going to get tight. But baby, everybody's money is tight right now. So you can't use that excuse anymore. So you're going to have to step into this Queen of Wands energy, this the fire energy of the Aries, and make things happen. Notice how she has control of the horse with the reins. So whatever passion you have, you can control it. You have to be this fierce person that you know that you are. And and when things come your way and when problems come your way to kind of stop you from moving forward, you have to, maybe there's a person that you need to slow down and meet of equal minds, another mentor that will help you get to where you need to be. So instead, maybe he's on his way. So if you don't let this matter go, there's another, not necessarily, I don't want to say love, it may be love, or another supervisor that you need to be. You have the resources and you have the ability. Just get out of your head. You dragging this past along with you. You feel like you need to stay because they owe you something or you owe them something. But talk to a financial advisor or someone with some masculine energy to just give it to you straight, no chaser. Someone in the job area, an uncle or you got a grandfather or something, somebody that you can go to and just say, look, I need some help. I'm trying to step away, but I'm not sure how. Let's see. What's the advice to get us back into the light? Take this mask off. Beginnings. You have to start over fresh. You got to step away from this person or this thing. This job that you can't stand. Maybe it's a friend that's just always wanting to do something other than the right thing. 7 of Wands. You have to stand up for yourself. Even when people come at you to attack you, you got to be in your bubble of faith. Yeah. Stand in your truth. Ignore the naysayers, ignore the haters, and some help is coming. Some help is coming to you. It's going to be a constant flow of help. And build you a circle, because that help is coming to help you, to be there for you during this tower moment. This is a moment that you can't avoid. You can't keep wearing this mask all the time. If you want to be who you really are on the inside, you have to let that mask go. You have to let this fake shit go. Okay, the Emperor. That's you, Aries. Yeah, your heart was broken. It's going to hurt, but you have to step away. You have to move forward. You can't stay in these troubled waters. You have to find the strength within yourself to close off your heart to this individual in this situation, so it won't feel like, and let go of this burden. Let go of feeling like I think I can do it when you know you can't. Otherwise, you're just going to be going right back up that troubled hill again, and it may be worse than what it was the last time. So why? It'll definitely be worse because you know better. Everything is pulling you towards letting go, but you don't want to. And all you got to do is cut these strings from this pain and move into this brighter situation. And you just take it a day at a time, and then eventually there's nothing wrong with being weak, and there's nothing wrong with crying. But eventually you have to pick up and say, okay, enough. I got to get out of my feelings and I need to move on. Let me pack up my shit and go. You're not supposed to stay upset forever. All right, what's this? Card of advice, 2 of thought. Your angels have noticed that you're not moving forward. You have multiple options that you're reviewing, and you seem to be unable to choose. Ask your angels for signs as to what direction to take, or just listen to your own inner voice. Deep down, you know what to do. All right. That's enough said on that one. You know what to do. And I know you tired of wearing this mask. So, baby, you need to take it off and just step forward. And get the hell out of there. You could do bad by yourself for sure. Alright? And things will get better. He always whispering up in her ear with some bullshit, but she ain't even bothered. Alright? Okay, this is it for Aries. Monthly reading for the month of April. I keep saying redundant stuff, but that's me. Take it or leave it. All right. And I hope this helped. Leave comments, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. See y'all later.